It is getting very interesting by the day. I repeat, it is getting very, very interesting by the day. El-Rufai is exposing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I repeat, El-Rufai is exposing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC, how they conspired to remove Jonathan 2015. El-Rufai is revealing some of the secrets of the APC during the 2014-2015 campaign against Jonathan. And it is shocking coming from an El-Rufai. Remember, El-Rufai and co were the elements that made up the APC. Yes, they were the four runners of the APC. They protested and they did all the dirty job to get APC in power. Now he has come out to expose Tinubu. Now we know that Fayemi at a point in time came out to say that that protest we had in Ojota, that particular protest, is politics and propaganda. Since then, the APC was so angry. Why would a Fayemi expose us? Yes, some people were saying we are saints, but the same people in APC are coming out to expose President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is very unfortunate that Tinubu had a fallout with an El-Rufai. Look at what he said. Normally, he started by saying, propaganda can rally a crowd, trend on social media, and win an election. But it cannot build roads, end insecurity, reduce inflation, or provide electricity. It cannot fix what is broken. It can only delay the truth, and eventually the truth always arrives. Today's propagandists, like those of yesterday, may be trending now, but tomorrow we will forget them. Now, what is El-Rufai telling us? He said that, let me start. He highlighted all that happened during Jonathan and Buhari. Let's look at Buhari. Remember, El-Rufai was a critical member. You see, when you talk about the CPC, the major bloc in the APC, El-Rufai is one of the leaders in the CPC that formed the APC. So for him to come out and tell you a lot of things that happened during that era, man, it's something you need to look at. I think El-Rufai has been frustrated, or however, El-Rufai is unhappy with the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he's coming out to criticize this. He says, President Muhammadu Buhari 2015 to 2023 rose on the wings of the change mantra, a propaganda masterpiece. He said that he and the APC and Tinubu, the ACN, they came together to form a propaganda masterpiece. So he's calling the government of Tinubu a propaganda government. Yes, a propaganda masterpiece. Promises of security, anti-corruption, and economic reform were backed by coordinated media blitz and PR-driven spokesperson. He's coming out to tell us the tactics of the APC. You see, if not for the killings if not for the fundamentalism of an El-Rufai, he's somebody that is well positioned to tackle the APC and all their gimmicks. He understands all the things they do because he was once part of them. And they ran that program and it succeeded. So he knows the kind of things they can do and they are capable of doing. So it's a coordinated media blitz, shine, and PR-driven spokesperson. So the APC will pay PRs, people who will stand and like what is happening today. Go all over social media. Both professor, both PhD, both BSc, both masters, both agbero, both tribalist, both pastor. Everybody is doing PR for the APC. So it's a strategy. He calls it the propaganda masterpiece. He's talking about Buhari's government. Remember, Buhari and Oga. So for him to go this length of exposing how they came into power, exposing the Buhari, tells you a lot about how is it how desperate, or is it how serious these people are, or how whatever they are, how pained, or I don't know. You see, but reality refused to cooperate. Insecurity worsened, the economy shrank, youth employment soared, Minister Lai Mohammed, remember, Minister Lai Mohammed denials and the administration tone-deaf narratives became punchlines. What does it mean? Something is really happening. I've told you about propaganda. Let's imagine this phone case. Let's say this piece is let's silver color and this is white. Yes, like silver color and white. What Lai Mohammed was doing was denying that there's a black somewhere. You tell you that it's only white. That's what they tell you. It's only white. It's exposing that, like, we know there are real problems, but it is only what the APC wants you to see. That's what they will see. So they will bring somebody who looks so elderly, who looks so trustworthy, but they can run propaganda, who looks so religious. So he's indicting Lai Mohammed that he was saying a lot of things that are inconsistent. They are not going to tell you the full story. Just like you see the Port Harcourt refinery. We spend billions, blah, blah, blah. Look at the Nigerian air under Buhari. He went and took, had the Sirika. Look at the Lai Mohammed thing now. According to what he said, he started by saying, he said, let me look at it, what he said at the beginning. He said, today's propagandists, like those of yesterday, may be trending now, but tomorrow we'll forget them. That is the same with Lai Mohammed. During the time of the APC, are you hearing of Lai Mohammed anymore? So he's saying that Minister Lai Mohammed's denials and the administration's tone-deaf narratives became punchlines. When Buhari exited office, his changed narrative was no longer inspirational. It was infamous. His propagandists, too, lost public trust and are now struggling to find relevance in a more skeptical society. Now, when you look at this statement, it reveals a lot. Buhari regime, where we say he's part of, he was a governor under that regime. He didn't say all these things. Now it is a Tinubu's regime. You see him coming out to spill all these things. He called it a changed narrative. That means it is not real. I've told you before, I've said it before, the APC does not have the capacity. It is not until El-Rufai come to tell me, or whether it is Fahimi that comes to say it. The Ojota crusade, we all knew that it was just propaganda. They were not really intentional on how they can get Nigerians out of the situation they were, but they were intentional on grabbing power. And there's a Lord and personal Savior that was behind all these things. You understand? They were very intentional on grabbing. They are not interested in the people. That's why they promised you 1 million jobs every year, 10,000 jobs every year, 1 naira will be $1. They said so many things. People that are religious, pastor did there, imam did there. In government, they promise so many things. At the end of the day, they promise restructuring so that they can get your attention. They were giving false alarms. We are not saying that a Jonathan's government was perfect. They were giving false alarms left, right, center. But at the end of the day, nobody cares about the people. It's all about propaganda. The same way the APC sustained the Buhari in power. My question to El-Rufai is that, why is he coming out now to say all these things? Why did he not say it from the onset? Why is it that now that it looks like he's falling out of power of the or favor of the APC under an ACN-led government, that he's coming out to spew all these things? He says the propagandists will lose public trust and they will struggle to find relevance. The message he's sending to Tinubu and co is that no matter what they do with propaganda to win elections, he was citing the history of former governments that ran on propaganda. He highlighted every government from Babangida, to Shagari and co, to Abacha. He highlighted every government that if you continue with propaganda, you'll be forgotten. There's nothing that will be remembered about you. Okay, let's look at when he talked about Jonathan. He said, Jonathan and the social media marriage. President Goodluck Jonathan presided over an era of digital spin. His aides, mostly notably Renomokri, took the war of narratives online using social media, Omokri and others crafted an alternate reality. I bet you these people are in power. They understand what is going on. If it tells you alternate reality, like I tell you, any policy of the government, see this current APC, any policy that I see they do, which is going to benefit the masses, I will tell you. I told you about the tax reforms. That is one of the things I can commend the APC for, that tax reform. No matter whether they started with a very good one that Nigerians accepted before the Northerners or other forces influenced it and they adjusted it, whatever adjustment it brings, it is good so that some state governments will not be lazy. They will have to look for ways to be creative and take care of the people that will pay more taxes if it is implemented. I told you about the policies of the tax policy. It's going to depend on the implementation, because in Nigeria we have issues with implementation. So any policy of the government I see, I will see we as Nigerians will see the impact on the lives of the people. So anything you see this man talking is indirectly exposing. At least he will not lose alone now. He will go down with Tinubu and the co. So okay, an alternate reality. One where Boko Haram wasn't a crisis and corruption was exaggerated by critics. Hashtags like GEG is working and photoshopped achievements, flooded timelines, photoshopped achievements, alternate reality, photoshopped achievements. Note this word. These are vocabularies of the APC. Alternate reality. They sell to you an alternate reality. Photoshop. You see, normally a governor, when I go on social media, a governor will now post a road he did as an achievement. I will look at the Nigerians. I will post it for their face. A government will post a road. Okay, let's look at he did a road as achievement. He did a road. Because they know that Nigerians are stupid and gullible. So nobody, if you ask, nobody cares. They will take like 5 pictures of one road, and in a whole year, government will post that as an achievement. Look at Hope Uzodinma. A particular road he did, or a bridge that is ongoing, he will take like 7 pictures of the bridge construction. And so will tell you that he's trying now. Others score. If this is how the West was thinking, do you think they will have these infrastructures? But because it is a black man thinking, that's why over 60 years, there's no infrastructure that will drive the economy. We want to be an industrialized nation. All these little praises, you don't know what is infrastructure. A government that supposed, like, we don't need to be talking about infrastructure now. Anybody doing infrastructure is like, it should be a cake. But they are doing infrastructure and putting it in your faces. Alternate reality, photoshopped achievement. I told one young man, he's saying that at least them build school. I say, you young man, as an illiterate, maybe you don't know anything or you don't go school. If they make you local government chairman and they carry 100 million naira give you, and you won't do a road, you know go do road. What does it take for you to do road? You employ advisors. That's what Tinubu does. You employ advisors, people that you use your brain, your street brain. When they advise you, you now use your street brain. And what does it take? If you have money, you don't go build a house. If you have money, you build a house. A government who has access to land, has access to many things, builds a school or refurbishes a school, and you are praising him. You are praising him. Something that we should not be talking about. We should talk about how we can advance into tech. We should have provided the issue of housing. We should have solved it a long time ago. Issue of electricity, we should have solved it a long time ago. The issue of food scarcity, we should have solved it because we have all it takes to provide for ourselves. So all these things, look at it. Alternate reality where Boko Haram was in a crisis and corruption was exaggerated by critics. Now, photoshopped achievements, flooded timeline, while Chibok girls remained missing and fuel queues snaked through cities. In 2015, Nigerians voted against that illusion. Now, Jonathan's defenders, once loud, became relics, their credibility drowned by facts. So what El-Rufai is saying, there will be a part 2 to this revelation. What El-Rufai is saying is that the APC under Tinubu is heavily invested in propaganda. And the people will clap for the government because of tribe, ethnicity, yes, and religion, most of the case, because it's a Muslim ticket. Although Muslim ticket has failed, but some people are still saying that this Muslim ticket, we regret. It is still religion. Your eye is blind. You don't know what is good governance. You see, when you live with a particular reality for a very long time, it becomes part of your present reality. Like I said, somebody that is used to NEPA, lights just switch off any point in time. As I'm sitting here now, they can take light anytime. It is risky. You go to a place whereby 1 month they don't take light, 2 months they don't take light, 3 months, 4 months. You will be shocked. What is happening? Am I okay? Why are they not taking light? It is because the stupid reality you have in Nigeria has become your day-to-day, what you think is normal. The situation in Nigeria is normal to you. That's why most Nigerians don't know what good government. They don't know. The funny thing is that our politicians travel out of the country. They go out of the country. They go out. They see how the things are working. They go to a station. They stay on the line. They go to the airport. They stand on the line. They don't carry anything like escort and whatever. They follow an orderly society. They see it there, but they will come here. But they don't know, because Nigerians are stupid and foolish. That's why I'm not supporting support. I will not support. I told you, when you are doing politics, you don't bring in emotions because you miss the message. We know that this guy is trying to play the same book that the APC is playing on Nigerians. It's trying to gaslight a lot of people against the APC by revealing and exposing what they did during Jonathan. I'm telling you, he's trying to be so constructive by adding Jonathan to the Buhari saga. But it is confirmed that the Tinubu and the co who formed the APC never had any intention to get the country better, according to El-Rufai. Me, I asked a question before I started. I said, why now? Why now? Why is it El-Rufai is coming out now to tell us this happened during Jonathan, this happened then, this happened during Abacha, this happened during this? Why is he coming to tell us now? Because it is that Buhari himself I was very interested. He talked about a lot of people. I'm telling you, he talked a little. Let me see. Look at what he said about Tinubu. Today's political spin doctors. Political spin doctors. Many from previous regimes. I told you about the henchmen in Tinubu's administration that is making this CPC bloc very, very angry. Top guys in Tinubu's administration were not core APC guys. Telling you the gospel truth. Top guys in Tinubu's administration, they are not core CPC guys. Look at Akpabio from PDP, Wike from PDP. But Jabi Abilan, a Lagos boy now. Look at Ribadu, who is not even in good terms with these CPC guys. They are the ones running his government. So look at this statement from the same guy. Today's political spin doctors, many from previous regimes, not our own regime. He also mentioned Renomokri. Well, if not he mentioned Renomokri, I don't need to mention he has a reputation. We know the reputation of Renomokri. Continue the tradition. He says Renomokri remains a standout example. Renomokri is APC. You see, voila, PDP. These are the people that run the alternate reality for the APC under Tinubu. Okay, building a personal brand on defending the indefensible. See, with this piece that was written, by whoever and posted by El-Rufai. I'll pick out some very, very cute phrases defending the indefensible, but like the others before him, his noise lacks substance. I know the APC is getting the message. I know. He's telling the APC that no matter what you do, you'll be forgotten. If try everything you can, mastermind everything, propaganda, become the political spin doctor, propaganda masterpiece. He didn't say, he spoke about Abacha, he spoke about Shagari, he spoke about Babangida. He even said Babangida when I was passed. Say, but like the others before him, his noise lacks substance. This is why I love what he said. The Nigerian public, armed with technology and memory, is no longer easy to deceive. Propaganda has a shorter shelf life now. Its peddlers are exposed faster and discarded quicker. That is the message and the exposure that El-Rufai is giving against the APC. He has confirmed that the APC did not have any intention. They calculated their plan. They branded, they cooked up propaganda together and removed a Jonathan. Telling you, what's up that after they lay hold on power, they could not use power for the benefit of the people. They are still using propaganda to maintain power. They are still using propaganda to still stay in power. And he's telling them that just like Buhari that left yesterday, every one of them that is using propaganda, if use it and win elections, let me read it again. Propaganda can rally a crowd, trend on social media, and win an election, but it cannot build roads, end insecurity, reduce inflation, or provide electricity. It cannot fix what's broken. It can only delay the truth, and eventually the truth always arrives. Today's propagandists, like those of yesterday, may be trending now, but tomorrow we will forget them, because propaganda deceives, but it cannot govern. May God help Nigerians.